The gentleman that kidnapped you, the guy that smacked you in the face with the jade, the guy that offered you your contract.
Fuck him.
Climbs out of something that you didn't see at the front of the caravan before. It's almost like it's like a stagecoach.
Yeah.
He just climbs out. He's like, "Oh, my back! Oh God, that was an awful ride." Ugh. Oh. Well, at least we got a corpse out of it. Only 3 of you made it.
It would have been less.
I wonder what happened to the other 6. Oh well.
So if it matters, my rolls for making the things?
It was 1 and then...
1, 3, and 1.
Okay. You have 5 shuriken.
Okay.
Jade shuriken, which is going to be good or bad for you.
We'll see,
Yeah.
won't we?
Um,
Also, I want to note that him and I both have the leftover powder split in half. Just saying, it worked for Superman.
we'll see what that's worth once you
Of course we will.
once you survive or not.
Fabulous.
Come at me, bro. March. Oh shit. Anyway. Well, we'll just have you rest for a little bit. Wait till nightfall, and then you'll get to work.
Work on what?
He points, and in the distance you see ruins. We're stripping those.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Grave robbing, oven rooting.
What happens after we're finished with our job?
Well, if you do well, I don't turn you over to the ghosts.
Well, that's something, isn't it?
Isn't it? If you do poorly, points. It's going to be kind of like that.
So who are you?
I'm just a guy.
Ain't we all?
My friends call me Opal. My business partners call me Black.
Well,
It's for the hair.
let's see.
Quiet ghost.
He is a northerner, and he has black hair, which is odd.
So at this point, I guess we'd call you, Black was his business. At this point, I guess we'd call you Black then, wouldn't we?
That's about right.
Yeah.
Black and tan.
Well, if you ever feel like letting me do some real work around here, let me know. I guess I'll go,
Oh, no, we need you.
what for?
You got nimble fingers.
Of course I do.
That's why we need you.
Well,
Some of these things, first stage locks.
locks, you say?
Locks, I say.
Well, I've been known to pick a lock or two in my time,
I know.
he says within earshot of the guard.
That's why we brought you.
Alright, well,
We need him in case something gets wedged and you can't pick it. We need him to crack it. And in case any of the bar guests come around, we need some muscle.
How about a bar guess?
Do you want to roll intelligence skull?
Yep.
Not related to the tunnels.
Yep.
You can roll intelligence skull.
Also not related to the tunnels.
That sounds bad.
Something I can handle by myself, or...
Not without help.
Alright.
sometime.
The Hounds of the Underworld.
I chuckle to myself, knowing that he's the one who's expected to deal with them.
Now, when the time comes and we're doing the excavation, I'm going to give you some very specific weapons. You're only to use them on the bar guest. If you turn them on the rest of my laborers, I'm going to have you torn to shreds.
Are they to slay or deter?
Slay.
Alright. May I keep my original weaponry with me as well?
Yeah, just don't try to use it on the ghosts. It's not going to do you any good.
So I've learned.
Oh, no, those are spine chains. Those are flesh.
So they'd be less effective than my current weaponry. Fair enough.
When the time comes, you'll get the weapons.
Speaking of weapons, picks.
You'll be provided with picks. Now, y'all get some rest. He goes over to one of the ghosts and, speaks in some sort of weird language with them.
Goes to knees.
And then retrieves 3 flasks. Walks over and says, "These are for you."
Are they red?
No.
Okay.
They're a bluish green. So none of you have eaten for like 2 weeks. It smells terrible.
And what vintage is this one?
3 weeks ago.
I hold it up to whatever passes as light in this
You
godforsaken
can
place.
barely see through it.
Any chunks?
You're not sure.
Lovely.
There's not enough room to swirl it around to hear them bump against anything.
I
If there
down
are.
it.
You down it?
I down it.
Down to fortitude.
Shit, yeah. 8.
You feel invigorated!
Oh my god, this shit's great!
Like you wouldn't have to sleep. But sleep sounds really good.
It sounds good to rest, but it does as he says.
Clinkies. And yeah, Ugh.
Imagine it's grape juice.
I've had worse, just the once, but
Stamina fortitude, you can take a bonus die for stunting.
oh goodness. Nice.
Ooh.
4 successes.
You're good. You're good.
I see his reaction. Alright. Down it. Look at it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
No chunks.
You take a die.
Jesus Christ, man.
Stamina, fortitude, die.
Was that 9 dice?
I didn't botch, but not a single success.
Ouch.
Are you kidding
Is
me?
your high roll 5?
Yeah.
So no ones, but no successes.
No ones, no successes. Willpower to reroll?
No. You feel like you've eaten, but you're exhausted.
Alright. Time to rest, and then we do this job. I got another job I gotta take care of back home.
Back home. And then the 3 of you rest. You have horrific nightmares. Your nightmares are nothing new. You work with tunnels. This isn't that bad.
Right.
Terrible nightmares. You see people with wings being grabbed by them and forced into ovens.
Before I go to sleep, I bury the remainder of the coins that were not fashioned into weapons.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Do you really bury them under your head?
Yeah, like I bury them where I'm planning on sleeping.
Okay. Roll me 1 die.
4.
Your nightmares aren't that bad. Do you pray?
Absolutely. That was I bury them while saying the prayer because I had to pray to the mercantile god before. And haven't yet had word, but I know that my prayers have been accepted at least. Whether or not they'll be answered is another thing. We're a long way from home.
Do you want to offer those coins?
Yeah, that was my plan, was to bury them. Like, I don't need these anymore.
Erase dot resources?
Yep.
And then, if you could make me a charisma cult roll again. I'm not going to roll against you this time.
Gods?
Yeah.
Stunt dice?
Take 2.
This is Exalted. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
We'll get to the results of that in a little bit. You have terrible nightmares. Terrible
If it
nightmares.
matters, I do have a coin on.
You have terrible nightmares. They don't keep you awake, but when you wake up, you're more skittish than rested.
So,
Just shaking you a little bit.
time dilation-wise, were we on the road, like, in the cart for, like, 4 days, but we traveled 3 weeks worth of time? Or
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah, you did that thing.
I did say the thing. When you wake up, there's a nice little dent in the earth underneath you, and you are covered in frost. Nobody else is. It's not even that cold, comparatively.
Wake up and
Plus, you guys were sleeping in a tent, so
Oh, how nice.
I dust myself off as I've done hundreds of times before, sleeping in barns and such.
it's different. This stuff is really stubborn. It doesn't want to come off.
I flex all my clothing, make sure none of it's
None of it's going to crack on you, so that's good.
yeah, that's something.